Oh man, this next one is a bit freaky, especially if you're a bit scared of that liquid metal dude from Terminator 2. It seems shape-shifting liquid metal robots might not be limited to sci-fi anymore. Miniature machines can switch from solid to liquid and back again, to squeeze into tiny spaces and to perform tasks like soldering a circuit board. Researchers reported this in Matter back in January. The phase-shifting property, which can be controlled remotely with a magnetic field, is thanks to the metal gallium. Researchers embedded the metal with magnetic particles to direct the metal's movements with magnets, and the results are pretty incredible. This new material could help scientists develop soft, flexible robots that can shimmy through narrow passages and be guided externally. Scientists have been developing magnetically controlled soft robots for years. Most existing materials, however, are made of either stretchy but solid materials, which can't really pass through the narrowest of spaces. In the new study, researchers blended both approaches after finding inspiration from nature. So the team turned to gallium, a metal that melts at about 30 degrees Celsius, slightly above room temperature. Rather than connecting a heater to a chunk of the metal to change its state, the researchers expose it to a rapidly changing magnetic field to liquefy it. The alternating magnetic field generates electricity within the gallium, causing it to heat up and melt. The material resolidifies when left to cool to room temperature. Since the magnetic particles are sprinkled throughout the gallium, a permanent magnet can drag it around. In solid form, a magnet can move the material at a speed of about 1.5 meters per second. The upgraded gallium can also carry about 10,000 times its weight. Although this phase-shifting material is a big step in the field, questions remain about its biomedical applications. One big challenge is precisely controlling magnetic forces inside the human body that are generated from an external device. In another kind of odd mixture of people to have in one ad, Paramount Plus is continuing its mountain of entertainment series of promos with a new commercial set to air during the Super Bowl. They released the ad recently with some familiar Star Trek faces. And Sylvester Stallone? You can't make this up. Check it out.
Meanwhile, on Paramount Mountain.
Okay. This mountain has 3 faces. The northern face, the southern face, and
the Sylvester Stallone face.
Stallone!
Of course.
Who's crazy enough to climb that?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Is that Dad?
Yeah.
He always does this.
I got goosies. Look at my legs.
Hey, that tickles.
No, don't sneeze.
Dear God, no.
Keep it in there, big boy. Hold it in. Hold it.
hold it.
Don't do it.
Go!
Oh, he'll be all right. Maybe.
He's fine. He does this. This is normal.
I wonder if I need surgery.
That ad and many others will be aired during the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday, February 12th. Remember when I said we're living in crazy times? Check this out. Meta and Ready at Dawn are shutting down all servers and services for the VR game Echo VR. After August 1st, the game will no longer be playable. In a blog post sharing this news, the developer called this a difficult decision, but one that was made for many good reasons. While the developer did not elaborate much further on what these reasons are, it did state it is now going to focus on its next project. We can't say anything about it yet, but we are all excited and need all hands on deck, the developer wrote. As a sign of gratitude, between now and August 1st, players will be able to access a variety of the in-game rewards if they play a match. The developer closed its post by saying the entire Ready at Dawn team is grateful to each of you for helping in taking Echo Arena from a small passion project to one of the top VR games on the Oculus Store over the last 5 years. Then why are you shutting it down? We've been absolutely floored to see the community that has grown around Echo and grateful to all the passionate people we've been able to meet online, in the arena, and at events. This proves what a crazy time we're living in. This is one of the most played and best-selling games for the Oculus Store, and they're just shutting it down cold. It boggles my mind. It's crazy. Elsewhere in VR news, though, Sony has disputed reports that it had slashed its planned PlayStation VR 2 shipments in response to disappointing pre-order numbers. They said it was all made up. They have not cut PlayStation VR 2 production, and they're seeing a lot of enthusiasm from all the fans for the upcoming launch, which includes more than 30 titles now. This is so cool. We're going to get games like Gran Turismo 7, the full game, playable in VR, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and even Resident Evil Village. It's awesome, and it's coming up very, very soon. February 22nd is the release date for the PlayStation VR 2.